This is Kevin Reitzel, Bravo Leader. You are listening to Radio Free Decipher.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another installment of Radio Free Decipher. This is Evan Lorenz coming to you from Norfolk, and I have fresh from what remains of GAMA, Kyle, on the phone. How you doing?
I am very good again.
Kyle says again.
A little flashback humor.
That is big-time flashback humor. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, and this is the second time that we are recording this Radio Free broadcast. We did it in its entirety and then lost the recording, so we are trying to recapture our wit of the first draft that is now lost to the mists of time. Anyway, how was the show?
The show was fantastic.
You sound very tired.
Yes, I am. My voice is scratchy, and I'm a little creaky-eyed and stuff. But it was a really good show. This, much like the New York Toy Fair, this is a show that is not open to the general public. It's only open to retailers and distributors and press and people like that. So it's a little bit different of an atmosphere. But the excitement was just the same. We had retailers from all over the place coming in, and they were coming to our booth like crazy. We had only one table set up to do demos for Jedi Knight.
You're kidding me.
And literally, it was standing room only. We would have people coming by multiple times every day going, man, I can't get a slot in here, so they would wait around for a half an hour to sit down to play Jedi Knights. I mean, it was that popular, and, everybody that was getting up from the tables was just like, this is a really, really great game, and they would walk over and they'd look at the uncut sheets and, look at it like, oh, man, I've got to get that card, and, oh, that's a great card, So everybody loved the big Tarkin. So.
Yeah, so not only have they walked away and enjoyed themselves, but suddenly they have enough understanding of the game to be able to look at the cards and know which ones they want.
Absolutely,
That's
absolutely.
Very cool.
And it was really exciting to see not only that, where they would get up and really understand the game, really quickly, but they also, we were trying to do quick demos because we were trying to cycle people through, to get more people to understand the game.
Right.
And they didn't want to leave, so we were trying to just show them the first planet and then tell them about the rest of the game.
No, show me more.
They wouldn't have it. They wanted to play the whole game.
That's great.
So, it was really good. And, win or lose, they wanted to be a part of it.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was really exciting stuff. And the retailers were looking at the league too. We premiered really the league for the first time. This is
we've
a lot
talked
of
about it. We've talked about it a little bit, but this was the first time where we really started to show what some of those materials would be. And there's a little thumbnail picture of it on the website of the league membership card and the playing cards.
Right. It's kind of glared out because it's in glossy paper and all that kind of stuff. So you can't really get a too good of an image of it. But the retailers that were stopping and looking at it, I'd be telling them about it, and you're going to get this, and you're going to get this, and this is how this works, and we're going to be promoting, community over competitiveness and all this stuff. Every one of them were like, all right, I'm in. I'm sold.
Good deal.
When can I get this? So it was really exciting stuff.
So you were actually making players out of the retailers and distributors.
Exactly,
That's
exactly, which is a really exciting thing because if the retailer has a positive experience with the game and understands the game, it's going to help them to build a community in their store and to get the players excited about it. So we're really excited about Jedi Knight.
So the bottom line... The bottom line for everybody else is there's more players to play with and more places to do it.
Absolutely. We've been promoting Jedi Knights with, look at these great images, look at these great images, look at these great images, and now and here's the icing on the cake. Here, which is not actually, it's reversed because actually the images are the icing on the cake. The wonderful meal is that this is a fantastic game.
Yeah.
So,
that's great.
we're giving them a real good game and a real strong property.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Another big announcement went down at GAMA, and that was the Lord of the Rings. Yes, the Lord of the Rings role-playing game license.
That's right. Yeah. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal response to it.
I can imagine.
We had distributors coming up and saying, when can I start doing this? When can I start doing this? And retailers coming up saying, when can I see this product? I need to be a part of this. I need to be a part of this. Everybody is just big into Lord of the Rings right now. It's going to be great. There are some distributors already which are starting to take pre-orders for Lord of the Rings.
Wow.
Which is like almost unheard of this far away from the release of the product.
I must imagine that it made Christian Moore a very popular person at the show.
You should have seen the guy. He was so busy the entire weekend. Christian Moore is, of course, we had the interview with him last week. He's the head of the Decipher's RPG division out on the West Coast.
The new Decipher West,
That's
so to
right.
speak.
And he was the busiest man I've ever seen.
Wow.
So many people were he barely ever made it to the booth because he was always in meetings and he couldn't walk through the convention without being stopped by people saying, tell me about Lord of the Rings, tell me about, the Star Trek role-playing game. So, it's good stuff. And, people are going to have that opportunity to talk to him again at the Grand Slam next weekend.
Good deal. Yeah, he's looking a little haggard in his picture with Warren on the website.
Was he?
But still very, you could just tell the enthusiasm there.
Yeah,
you can tell he loves this stuff.
He sure does, and smart guy.
Yeah, I have had the pleasure of meeting him myself, actually. Very good.
Yeah, good stuff.
Well, good job. Of course, as you guys have been carrying on there, we've been trying to keep the fire burning out here. There's been lots of changes on the website this week. Today, the first of the images from the Tatooine expansion for Star Wars is going up.
Woohoo!
Yeah, very cool.
I'm very excited about that.
I can imagine. People will find, we've let a few bits of gameplay drop on the net, but you'll finally be able to see the pictures that go with them.
That's right. I know that for a fact 2 of the images that are going up today and 2 of the cards that everybody's going to get to see are the Darth Maul and Qui-Gon, the 2 cards that we showed everybody at the New York Neutral Ground big demo event that we did during the New York Toy Fair. So, people have seen those, the gameplay for those cards and everything, but it becomes much more tangible when you actually get to see the image. So I think I just wanted to use the word tangible.
Tangible is a good word. Also this week, there's a new updated Party Zone area on the website, and that's very cool.
I have not gotten a chance to check that out
yet. Yeah,
you
guys have probably been a little too busy to troll our website, but you can check that out maybe when you get a chance.
Sounds great.
More changes in the week ahead. Next week we are looking to get an FAQ on the state championships up on the website. Is that correct?
I think it's actually going to be the entire championship circuit FAQ.
Wow. Even more work for poor Bruce.
Yeah, exactly. Bruce is working really hard on it right now, and there's basically just one more little detail that he has to work out, which is a very important detail, though. So he's going to be working through that today, and hopefully he'll get that for the website on Monday. We know we want to get it with as much lead time before actually the state championships start next weekend. So.
And this is really kind of a must-read document for anybody who's seriously competing.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of information there.
If you want to compete in the championship circuit, if you want that $10,000 at the World Championships, you need to read this document because it's going to have every important rule, every important piece of information that you're going to need to compete in the championship circuit this year.
Okay, so everybody who is playing those tournaments, please watch for that next week.
Yep.
We will paint it with neon lights, I guess, when it arrives, I hope.
That's right, and Bruce will be burning the midnight oil to bring that to everybody this next week. So. And
also, hopefully the week after that, we will, I hope, begin to reveal Star Trek Voyager images. See, I'm just getting my wires crossed now.
Yeah, it's all good, though. You're a busy man these days.
I am. It's sensory deprivation, man. It's staring at the same cards all day in that dark room.
What a rough life you have.
I know. No, following the Star Wars Tatooine images this following week, the week after that, we will begin Star Trek Voyager images, I hope. That's what I was trying to say.
Excellent.
Quite inarticulately.
Excellent. Everybody here at GAMA, the retailers and everybody, they were really, really excited about Voyager. They know that we've started the Star Trek RPG. We're going to be doing the Star Trek miniatures. We have the online game that just launched. We have the fan club. We have the card game. We have all these wonderful Trek things going on right now. And it's really started to bring a lot of interest back into Star Trek. And so it's such perfect timing that we're introducing the Voyager expansion set, which is a new jumping on point for the game.
Something else that's really starting to stoke interest in Trek is the Scry article that appeared this issue, where Trek was rated the number 3 CCG of all time.
That's right. We had
3 of the top 5.
That's right, 3 of the top 5 CCGs of all time.
Yep,
incredible.
We have Star Wars at number 2, Star Trek at number 3, and Young Jedi at number 5.
Big thank you to all the fans out there that voted for us.
It's really you guys who voted and made that possible, and we can't tell you how much we appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
Absolutely.
So would you like to hear my Trek tidbit du jour?
Yeah, you've been giving us some really good Trek little fun things recently. Give us another one.
Okay, well, you remember a couple weeks ago when I gave you the stolen computer core story about the card that you may never get to see? Well,
yeah.
This week I have the card that you definitely will never get to see.
What?
Yeah, we had to kick out a card this week, and we were disappointed, but this is one of those cases where we literally cannot print the card. And, we had run up against this problem with the original series because of the complications of looking for approval rights from people who are no longer alive, people whose relatives can't be located and such. We did not ever expect that we would run up against this problem in Voyager, but then again, you don't expect that the King of Jordan is going to be a guest star on Voyager.
Oh, man.
This is true. The king of the country Jordan, Abdullah, actually appeared on a Star Trek Voyager episode in a little walk-on cameo. At the time, he was just the prince, son of King Hussein, who is no longer alive. He appeared in the second season Voyager episode Investigations. He's seen near the beginning of the episode standing in the hallway talking with Harry Kim, and it's the King of Jordan. And at the time that we sent out for this image, we didn't know. It just was a nice, crisp shot of a background crew member, so we pulled it. And when we got a little bit into our research, we find out, oh my gosh, it's the King of Jordan. So once we knew that, we thought, well, gosh, let's make this a really cool, rare card. So we started to give him all these cool skills and put little references on him, making a card out of the King of Jordan, and thought that would be pretty cool. But as it turns out, he is the king and has pretty good control over the use of his image, as one might expect, and so Paramount is not able to grant us the permission to use that image, as he has not given that permission to Paramount.
Right. It seems to me like if I were the king, Fantasyland here.
Well, it's good to be the king.
Yeah, if I were the king, I'd want a trading card or a game card made of me.
Well, I expect that he may not mind. He did the walk-on on Voyager, so obviously he's a Star Trek fan of some kind. But then again, he probably has more pressing matters to worry about than approving our card game image.
Well, Evan, why don't you see if you can give him a call anyways?
I may look into that. Actually, Tom here in the office has said that if he ends up paying higher gas prices ever as a result of us trying to do this thing with the King of Jordan, that he would kill us. So maybe it's best that we let this particular sleeping dog lie.
Sure.
But so anyway, something you will not get to see, but there is plenty of other cool stuff coming, and hopefully we will begin to unveil that week after next. So there you have it. We've covered GAMA, State Championship FAQ, the Scry article, Tatooine images today. Busy.
What else we got?
Well,
there's got to be more.
You're not even done yet. You're moving on to Pasadena.
Oh, that's right.
Tell us about that.
My flight leaves here in just a few hours, and I'm going to L.A.
Okay.
I'm going to take a few days off, visit with my family, and then I'm going to be doing the Pasadena Star Trek Grand Slam show.
Very cool. Celebrity-packed show. It
is going to be. And I'll tell you what, Evan. I'm going to call in again next Friday, and the convention will actually be going on when I call in next Friday. So I'm going to try and, kidnap some celebrity somewhere and get them on the phone with me, and we'll do RFD.
Boy, that'd be cool if it could happen. We'll see what happens.
So you got any preferences? Who do you want me to grab, man?
Well, we're all huge George Takei fans around here.
You want me to see if we can get an oh my?
Oh, that would be so cool.
Oh, that would be good.
He just has a killer radio voice.
That'll be my mission. Anyone else?
Why don't you see if you can focus on that and make that happen?
All right.
Cool.
Excellent.
Well, hopefully
that is my mission then.
We'll see if we can get some kind of interview lined up for next week. Okay, well, you have a safe flight on to there, and we will catch up with you then.
All right, hey, have a good week in the office, and everybody out listening, have a great weekend.
Take care.